Hello, weekend reading. Welcome to Gemstone Tarot. It is the 12th and the 13th of August 2023. That moon is in Cancer all weekend. So on the positive note, good time for homemaking things, nurturing things, cuddling your teddy bear, cuddling your other half, cuddling the postman, cuddling a tree, whatever. It's be free with the cuddle time, look after things, but you probably might feel quite emotional because the moon in Cancer, or maybe this is just me because I'm a water sign. Let me know. I always feel wobbly. I always feel a bit wobbly with the moon in Cancer. It's not bad though. It's just good for reading books of poetry, all that sort of thing. All that kind of homemaking poetry. Knitting a nice blanket. I'm not very good at knitting, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, we're using Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Oh, nice. Nice. Half decent reading, people. I know. Shocker. Oof. I'm not doing reversals today either. Doesn't feel like a reversal kind of a day. I am holding the deck up to the wrong camera. There we go. King of Wands. By the way, if you like the channel, please do hit the like button. I know if you've been with me a long time, and I'm the same, when you watch people you watch all the time, you don't hit it because it's not really new to you. But I want to see what it's like as well if loads of people hit the like button, if anything different happens with the video, if nothing happens with the video. So as the kids say, smash the like button. I know. It does go loads of different rainbow colours now, which is quite exciting. Okay. That is the overall energy card, which is the King of Wands. Very nice. And at the bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, which I think came up yesterday, didn't it? Pretty sure it did. Can't quite remember. So, King of Wands and the Four of Wands, we are wrapped folk woman dancing in fire, which is a nice energy to be in. And it's been coming up a lot. I know in the monthly readings, a couple of water signs, it was Cancer and Scorpio, have come up as a lot of fire element operating in their life. And obviously, are we still in Leo season? Yeah, we are, aren't we? We're still in Leo season because we go into and Mercury goes retrograde the same day, can't you tell, in Virgo on the 23rd. So we're still in Leo, which of course is a fire sign. So, creativity. I'm doing the worm with my arms. That's as creative. I cannot speak. Mercury retrograde just has that complete effect on me. Creativity, passion, drive, impetuousness, and being reactive in a good way as well, I think, is all fire sign stuff. And the King of Wands, no stranger to this. Now, I know I sometimes describe the King of Wands as that man at salsa. Anyone who's done salsa is going to know what I'm talking about, where they're whisking someone around and their trousers are kind of got a lot of elastine in and they're a bit woo, that kind of thing. King of Wands has a bit of that about him. He's a bit groovy, he's a bit risque, he's a bit handsome, particularly this one. I know. And he's ready to just get that stick out and start doing some kind of like hot yoga, you know, look at me, I'm upside down type thing. We can do with the minutiae of that energy. It just gives us more confidence, gives us more buzz. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands, which does the same thing. It just adds a bit of pizzazz. So I would say if you've got a creative project, go for it. If you're feeling like doing something sporty and physical, go for it. I wish I was, but I haven't got an awful lot of stamina in that department. If you're feeling like having a party or doing anything that's quite fire signy, go for it. Remember that we are in the Cancer moon, so that could give it some emotional depth actually, which is nice. Then the cards. Okay. Let's have a look, you see. Always sideways these days. Even though the camera's kind of straight and the table's kind of straight, the cards never are. So, Golden Wheel Tarot is what we're dealing with today, and we're straight in here. Look at this. This is when the King of Swords was just learning to do the Twizzly dance routine back in the day. So we have the Page of Wands, the junior, the beginning, the apprentice, the start of the fire, the start of the energy. It's great. It's great for any spiritual stuff, any kind of spiritual groups. If you're going to some kind of spiritual fair, there hasn't been one around here lately, and I certainly haven't been to one in a really long time, but I'd quite like to. I've sort of got a bit of a hankering to go to a spiritual fair. I know, but we'll see. Maybe one will pop up. Maybe I should do a pop-up spiritual fair. I don't think I could. You know me well enough, you know I probably couldn't get that together. And if I did, people would all be coming over for readings and I'd just be chit-chatting the entire time and going, ooh, sparkly, and wandering off. So, Page of Wands, we've got the little flame. King of Wands, it's a big fire. So whatever you do is going to multiply, it's going to be creative, it's going to be brave, and it's going to be fun. I think this is great. So good time for days out with the family, meeting up with friends, going to, like, I want to say theme parks, but I absolutely hate theme parks. But a lot of people like them. So that kind of thing. I don't like the rides. That's the only thing. I quite like a fairground, but I don't like rides. So, but if you do, it's a day to go on a roller coaster. Right, Six of Swords as well. You may have been a bit down, a bit stuck in the groove or whatever, but the Six of Swords is showing you that there is a bit of a way out of this. You know, there is an escape route. And even if this is just escaping over the weekend for some fun, sometimes just a little bit of fun can kind of last you for ages, particularly if your agenda has been quite blank recently, if your diary has been empty, or if you've been just doing a lot of kind of work on a very low level. Yes, then we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, together with the Empress, so we have the Empress as well. High Priestess and the Empress, consecutive cards, divine feminine energy, but also the energy of staying in your intuition. So this is why I'm saying anything like a creative fair or doing tarot reading, but preferably for others, or doing anything with some kind of spiritual thing going on, but with others, will give you a great understanding and a great lift. So High Priestess and the Empress will also mean that you will catch on to spiritual things. You'll do good tarot readings. You know, you'll do good spiritual stuff. And then this card, which I'm very pleased to see, the Ten of Pentacles pops in just at the end to say hi. And Ten of Pentacles, of course, lovely card, but it's also about grounding. It's about relationships becoming real. It's about laying down the stones for your castle, you know. So whatever you're doing here, if you're doing something spiritual, group meeting, whatever, it actually could contribute to your long-term security in some way. It's very nice. It's not really, and what oracle cards am I looking for? It's not really a weekend for staying in and working on your butt dent on the sofa. Okay, most weekends for me, I feel that way. I'm very comfortable being that way. But I would say, just looking for some oracle cards, 1 second. I would say, no, it's time to get out this weekend if you can. Okay, if you can, if it's safe, get out. Now then, I think I put them away, which is always lethal. Oof. Okay. Well, back to the Woodland Wardens by Jessica Rue. Might do a love note as well, actually. Let's have a drop of love note. Oh, I read that as massages from your wise and fabulous inner self there. Oh, wrong camera. Yes, love massages. Lovely. Okay. What do we need to know? It does feel like you, actually. The Weasel and Pine. The Weasel and Pine. Are these like folk tales? Because I've never heard of any of them. That's, you know, nothing new. Oh, this is hilarious. Weasels can be warriors or spies, moving quickly and often alone. They make observations and adjust their plans accordingly. Remember that solitary creatures are nothing to fear. An introverted nature is nothing to feel ashamed of, even if Gemstone Tarot has told you to get off your butt then and go out. Like the weasel, the pine tree works to be self-sufficient. One of the faster growing evergreens, its prickly needles have a waxy coating that helps them retain water. You're called upon a time of solitude. Isolation allows for contemplation, which can lead to self-knowledge. I say you'll be called upon, but rebel against it. You'll be like, I feel like the hermit, I feel like the weasel, but I'm getting out there. I'm going to go meet the King of Wands. We've got some crazy stick dancing to do. Yes, which is great, because I just literally, as I said that, that's the card that was just facing me. See? Yes. Dance. Right, let's choose one of these. Oh, that's so nice. These cards are gorgeous. So there's the cards if you're looking for them. Chris Carr. Oh, look at that. Make waves. God, maybe some of you are going to go cold water swimming. It's your turn to make a splash and rock a few creaky boats. Don't be afraid to get wet. You might fail, you might look foolish. Yeah, this is more like it. Or you might make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and change maker made waves, and you're no different. But remember, you can't please everyone, so don't try. And gossip dims your glow. Gossip dims your glow. Honestly. You know, it says here, speaking poorly about others tarnishes your energy. Human beings weren't designed to be perfect, and this includes you. Raise your vibration by engaging in positive communication. Celebrate what works and who really is awesome. And that's true. And you do have to catch yourself if you're on a bit of a Debbie Downer and you end up sort of, you know, bad-mouthing people or whatever. But I do have to say, when you're meeting up with friends, a good gossip is a fantastic thing, isn't it? I mean, come on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And it reminds me of a great film, Steel Magnolias. I know. And one of my favourite actresses who died not too long ago, Olivia. Oh, she called Olympia? Oh gosh. One moment. I'm going to have to look it up because I like her so much that I don't want to get it wrong. Olympia. I'm going to put the name that's wrong in there. Oh my God, I got her name right. Olympia Dukakis, who is one of my favourite lovely actresses, who says in Steel Magnolia, in the great Texan sort of drawl, if you haven't got anything nice to say about anybody, come sit next to me. And I'm like, yes, that's my kind of gal. Anyway, have a good weekend. Get out there. Get dancing with your pole. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.